From the Crush Studio in sunny Florida, this is the Disney Crush Podcast. And now your two tempests in a teacup, Dave and Toni-Ann.
On this week's The Disney Crush Podcast, D23 happened, and we're going to talk about what we found out. Episode 457 of the Disney Crush Podcast. Coming right at you.
Toni-Ann, glad to see you. Glad you made it through the 20 hours of D23.
It wasn't that long. It started late. It was supposed to start at 7 Pacific, which was 10 Eastern. And it didn't start. It was about 12 minutes late. Neil Patrick Harris was the host. This was the park panels, the Disney experiences presentation. And it started a little late. It had some musical numbers that were questionable. But the last couple of years, they've really shown us that they're listening to the fans. They're listening to the Disney adults very closely on social media, and they're listening to what we have to say, and they are, in some cases, giving us what we're asking for. But we'll have to see what comes to fruition, because in the years past, they've promised us things that didn't fully happen. So we'll see what we actually get.
In full transparency, I'm a huge UFC fan, so I was watching the fights, and I was also on the chat because you had a chat going on with a bunch of our friends and listeners, and so you guys were going back and forth, and I was in between stuff on the fights. I was kind of getting in there every now and then just to be annoying and just kind of see what was going on. But Veronica and I did wake up this morning and we did watch it. So I have a little bit of knowledge, about what's going on.
You had the benefit of being able to fast forward through some of the awkward musical numbers.
And we did. Yes. Yes. Exactly.
We didn't have that luxury.
We did fast forward a few times. I don't want to give anything away, but there was one act that I did not fast forward through, and but we'll talk about that here shortly. Okay. And let me just say this, Toni-Ann, before we get started, just know that every Disney podcaster, every YouTuber, every TikToker, every Instagrammer, every Facebook, bing, will be covering this for the next month. Maybe 2, maybe 3. So we don't want to we're not going to go through every little detail. We're going to probably hit some highlights, and then I'm sure you can hear it's going to be out everywhere.
Right. But we also bring our own spin with our little
whatever
Disney Crush thing we got going on here.
Oh, I will. There was someone absent that I did not see that I thought we would for sure see.
Oh, well, yeah. I was a little disappointed by that.
I know. I can't believe he didn't show up. And we're talking about Mr. Tight Pants, Josh D'Amaro.
Josh D'Amaro. I did not see him at all.
No, I was very surprised. And I will say this, that Neil Patrick Harris, at first, the first, 5-10 minutes, I was like, I'm just not feeling it. But then as it went on, I warmed up to him, and he did a really good job. He did a really good job.
It was fun. What was funny was it was live, so he was kind of like cracking himself up. Like you saw a couple times where he broke because the ridiculousness of some of it, because he throughout the whole thing, it was called Horizons, a Carousel of Progress. So they were using a Carousel of Progress set, and he was kind of talking like the father in Carousel of Progress. And he knew the ridiculousness of it because he started breaking a few times where he was making himself laugh.
Yeah. No, it
was good.
That was a good part when he was doing that. He did that pretty well. That was good.
And if you don't know, he is a Disney super fan. He's very much into the parks. You'll see him at the parks a lot. And so is John Stamos. And John Stamos came out for a little bit there. And there was kind of a rivalry between them because they're both known as Disney superfans, and they both tend to buy the really expensive Disney memorabilia. So they even had a little inside joke about that because there's an auction on Sunday at D23, And they made a little joke about it. You bidding on anything? Oh, no. And,
yeah,
so
I'm not bidding
cute.
on anything either. Yeah, I know. Nah.
Right. So.
Yeah, it was good. No, I was pleasantly surprised. It was good. I mean, for the most part, there was a few, like you said, we'll talk about it. But anyway.
A little bit of awkwardness. I will say there were a lot of announcements that were non-announcements that they mentioned stuff, but they gave you no details, no timeline, no anything. But then there was some solid information they gave us. We got a lot of names of things that we didn't have names of before, like the new rides that are coming. They actually, we know that there's an Encanto ride coming, but we didn't know the name of it or the storyline of it. Now we have that. That kind of thing.
Yeah, and I noticed that some of the names they're long. Instead of just like quick, nice names, it just seems like I don't know.
No, yeah, they So, for example, what Dave's talking about, the Indiana Jones ride that's coming to Animal Kingdom is Indiana Jones and the Myth of the Jade Serpent. Why can't they just call it Indiana Jones?
Or the Jade Serpent, right?
Yeah.
Just call it the Jade Serpent.
So, do you want to start? We can start in Animal Kingdom with that stuff. The big announcement that I told that was significantly telling us that they are listening to the Disney fans, the big Disney fans like we are, the ones that get into the minutia, is that they know that we call the Yeti the Disco Yeti because he's been broken for years, like since the second year the ride was open. Expedition Everest, the Yeti's been broken. If you never rode the Yeti as in the beginning, and I've ridden it a couple times where it worked. The Yeti, when you went under him, he used to swing his arm at you, so you felt like he was going to get you. And it hasn't worked for many, many years. Like I said, it broke like the second year of operation. And they put a strobe light on him to make it less evident that it was broken. And we as fans affectionately call him the Disco Yeti. They leaned into that, and they did a whole number with Gloria Gaynor singing I Will Survive because she's the disco queen. And she was really good. She's 82 years old. And throughout the whole thing said she was the best musical performer of the night. And she was really, really good.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to interrupt you, but I wouldn't go that far, but she was really good.
She was good for 82. Dave.
She was great for 82. Yes, she was good. And sitting down like that's got to be hard, sitting down and singing.
Yeah. To carry your voice while you're sitting is difficult.
Yeah. And going back to the Yeti, circling back to the Yeti, when that Yeti was working, even though the ride is amazing as it is now, even with the Disco Yeti, that Yeti, when it was working, was the focal point of that whole ride. It really, like you said, it was huge, and it just made the ride that much better. Yeah. And we've been talking about it on the podcast forever. We keep talking. I keep saying, why don't they just fix it? And you keep saying, Dave, they can't do it because they got to take the whole top of the mountain off. And I said, I know, but if they can do Pandora and they can do Galaxy's Edge and they can do all this great stuff, it will make the ride go down for quite a long time, but they can do it if they really, really wanted to do it. And now they're doing it, hopefully.
Yeah. To cut to the chase, they said they are actually going to fix the Yeti. They gave us no timeline, no explanation of how they're going to do it, because for years we were told it can't be done. It's structurally built into the ride, and it would take a massive overhaul to do this. And they're apparently going to do it, but no timeline of when, how long the ride's going to be down for. I'm sorry, I hit the mic again. How long the ride's going to be down for, any of that. So they just said they're fixing the Yeti.
Well, that's good, because maybe technology has gotten to the point now where construction, they figured out a way to do it. And
I don't know.
Yeah, that makes that ride. That Yeti made that ride. So I was glad to hear that.
That was probably the biggest, for Disney World, that was probably one of the biggest surprises that we got. Other than that, We got a lot of announcements about things that we already knew were coming. We just got more details. We got some timeline, but not really. So we can continue on from there.
Yeah, well, you talked about Indiana Jones, the myth of the Jade Serpent, and I guess
the animatronic will actually be based on Harrison Ford, like Harrison Ford modeled for it. So this is the first Indiana Jones attraction that Harrison Ford actually is participating in, so that it's actually going to look like him. The other Indiana Jones attractions in the past, he didn't like participate in.
No, but so, it's going to look like him, but it's going to look like 35, 40-year-old Harrison Ford, because he's getting up there, and he made a little cameo appearance at D23, and he's getting up there.
I think he's still an attractive man.
No, of course he is. I'm just saying but they're not going to use his image now at the present time. They're going to go back to when the movies were, when he was a little bit younger, and they're going to have it. Now they explained. We're not going to go into detail because you guys are probably going to go and listen to this stuff all over the place, and there's a lot of details to go in here. But listening to it was interesting because there's like a storyline. A lot of these things that they talked about. The storyline is going to be exploring a Mayan temple, like in the 1950s, which is kind of cool. And there's going to be a lot of snakes in there, supposedly.
Yes, the serpent.
So if you don't like snakes, you might not like this ride.
I'm going to, I was not the biggest dinosaur fan. You and I both kind of would sit out of that ride. So it's going to be the same ride vehicle. So if that ride vehicle was up, like that herky jerky was hard for your body or hard for you, you may not like this ride, but I am excited to ride it. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Maybe it won't be quite as what's the word I'm looking for? Quite as loud. I think we'll be able to get Michael on this one, which dinosaur he just would not ride. Yeah, if they could just smooth things out a little bit, that'd be nice. Just maybe. I don't think they're going to smooth that out. They want that. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. They spoke about the also in the Tropical Americas land, the carousel of Animalitos will have 20 different animals from Disney movies. When they first announced it a couple of years ago, I thought it was going to be only animals from like the South American movies, like Kevin from Up, things like that. And the ones from Encanto, but they're going to be animals from Disney throughout the Disney family. Because I saw a Hey Hey carousel animal, I saw a Pua. So yeah, but there's going to be a Kevin. There's going to be some animals from Moana. There's going to be other animals, but there's like 20 different animals, and you can look them up. They do have pictures of all of them out there. But the Hey Hey looks really cool. I saw Hey Hey and I was fine. That's it. That's all I needed to see. Yeah. So yeah. Now you're going to have to fight some little 3-year-old so that you could sit on Hey Hey. I know. As long as they don't make him look like the live action Hey Hey. No. Yeah, I hope they kind of old school him like he used to be. The pictures are out there of what they're going to look like, so you can find it. Yeah, so it was good. It was good. A lot of good ones in there. Yeah, and the last thing about Tropical Americas was the Encanto ride, Antonio's Fiesta de Encanto, which goes back to Antonio's gift day, where he finds out that his gift is speaking to animals, and you're going to be inside Antonio's room. And you're going to meet some animals. There's going to be, I think they said 50 animatronic. Yes, 50. 50. Well, the good thing about it is I guess it's supposedly they kind of said it was really big. Like it's their house, the casita, their house. Mm-hmm. And then you'll go through it and then you'll end up in his room. And the good thing about this ride for this whole little place, this Tropical Americas, is they're not going to have a height requirement on this ride. So that would be cool. The ride vehicle looks a little bit like maybe Mickey and Minnie's, right?
Yes.
Did you think that?
I did. And you know what? It's funny you say that because Veronica said the same thing.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. It's gonna be like furniture from the house because the furniture in the house comes alive. So it's gonna be like, I think it looks like every ride vehicle might be a little different, but it's gonna be different. Yeah. It looks kind of like the Mickey and Minnie's ride vehicles. So we'll see. And there will be screens. I said there are going to be animatronics. There are, but there's also going to be screens because they showed them recording with the original actors that were in Encanto. And I think there's going to be screens and animatronics, a blend.
And we might as well talk about some of the musical acts since we're talking about Encanto. Los Lobos played.
Yes, Los Lobos played. And it was really weird because in the we had the closed captions on, and in the closed captions, instead of putting the words to the song, like they knew what song Los Lobos was going to be performing. So they could have put the captions, they could have put the actual captions, right? No, they just put singing in a global language.
Oh my gosh. I mean, what? Oh.
Why didn't they just put the words?
I don't know. I didn't see that part, but and that, I mean, look, I love them. The guys are great, but yeah, that was a little painful, that one.
I was waiting for La Bamba. I was disappointed.
I don't know. It was just, I don't know. It just seemed like they might have been a little off key or just, I don't know, something about it. Yeah. I don't know. And that bass, did you see the size? Did you see the size of that bass that guy was playing?
Yeah.
That was a bass. Now they can make just regular size basses.
He was a little tiny man holding this giant.
I'm thinking, wow, that's a big bass you got there, guy.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Oh.
We found out a little bit about Cars Land coming to Frontierland.
Oh, Cars, I know. And can you believe that it's been 20 years?
Yeah.
It's been 20 years.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be based in Piston Peak National Park. These Cars rides and this Cars Land. And we got a name for the big ride, which is going to be the Cars Ridge Rally Run. It's going to be the wildest car in the wilderness.
Isn't it going to be the Cars Ridge Run Rally?
The Cars Ridge Run Rally.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What did I say?
I think you said the Cars Ridge Rally Run, but that's okay.
Ridge Run Rally.
Yeah. Sorry. Ridge Run. Red Run. Red Run. Kind of like red rum.
There's going to be geysers and all kinds of things like that. The biggest geyser is going to be Old Tankful, like Old Faithful. So yeah. So that's going to be exciting.
No, it looked cool because you're gonna actually go up the mountain, I guess, and then you're gonna hurry or try to get down really quick coming down. So that's interesting. So I'm trying to see how they spin that, and then but at the top also I heard there's going to be snow up there at the top.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're gonna actually bring in like a lot of air conditioners so it's nice and cool up there.
Maybe
that would be cool. That would be really cool.
The kiddie ride in that area is going to be Miss Fritter's Daredevil Spin Along, which I think they have a similar ride in California with Mater. It's basically their alien swirling saucer.
Yeah, another long name.
Yes, Miss Fritter's Daredevil Spin Along.
Yeah, and then also they kind of told us about a new show coming to Disney Plus called Cars Lightning Racers.
Mm-hmm.
So the little kiddies will love that.
Yeah. And the Miss Fritter is a character from Cars 3, which I thought was interesting that they pulled a character from the least popular movie in Cars. I don't know. But I mean, I think Mater is more popular. And if they had just given us the Maters ride that they have in California, but I guess.
I know. I don't know. Sometimes I think these Imagineers are, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess they hear us saying, give us something new. So they're giving us something new.
I guess.
But I don't know.
And then, of course, Sheryl Crow came on and sang the original song from 20 years ago, I think it was. And then the new song. And she did a really good job.
The new kiddie show, the new Disney Junior show.
Yeah. She did a good job. It was good seeing her. She's still doing it.
I still thought Gloria Gaynor was better.
No, I have to. No.
You don't think so?
No, I think Sheryl Crow was.
You don't agree?
No, I love Sheryl Crow. So
performance of the night.
Okay. Well, no, she was good. Maynard was. Gloria was good. And Veronica's looking at me with this face on her, like she wants to just punch me right in my face right now. Go ahead, say something.
Oh,
I swear, Sheryl Crow forgot some of the words. She was mumbling.
And Sheryl Crow, I hate to disagree with Dave, but she had like no energy. It's like she wasn't happy to be there.
I agree.
I have to repeat myself. She had no energy.
He loves Sheryl Crow, so he can't say he's not looking through reality glasses. Just saying.
Okay, he just liked her tight pants. Okay.
I did like her tight pants.
Same reason I like Josh.
Yes. No, she looks good. She looks good too.
She looked at how.
Veronica,
how old is Sheryl Crow?
I don't think she forgot anything.
She's 64 years old.
64. She's right my age. Oh my gosh, honey, you both look amazing. You and Sheryl Crow both. See,
she's only 18 years younger than Gloria Gaynor.
No, she looks really good for her age,
Yeah, she does.
And she's still singing, plays that guitar good, and Veronica's giving me that look again.
And she played the harmonica too, which really impressed Tori. Tori was impressed that she played the harmonica.
She was, Tori was impressed by who? I'm sorry, Veronica was laughing at me.
By the harmonica. She played the harmonica.
Oh, she played the harmonica, yes. My oldest brother is in a band and plays the harmonica, and she did good on that harmonica.
Even more talented, she was doing it while chewing gum. Just saying.
Wow.
Yeah, we noticed.
See, that leans into she wasn't that excited to be there because she was chewing gum while she was, she must have put that piece of gum in her mouth.
I can't.
On stage.
I don't know. There is another artist out there, and I can't think who it is, who always chews gum.
I know. When she said that, I thought of that too.
Yeah.
There is somebody else that chews gum.
Yes. I just can't think. And I don't know.
Somebody's yelling at us right now.
Yeah, and I think it has. If I'm not mistaken, I think it might be to help them keep, their throat open or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we got the people in the back right now that are
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl. Okay, yes, from the Foo Fighters.
He uses it to keep his throat lubricated while screaming.
Right. That's what I think. Yeah, Sheryl. She wasn't screaming, but I think that's why she had it. Right.
It stimulates your saliva.
There you go. That makes sense. See?
Okay.
There's a reason.
Okay.
Did I tell you how amazing she was?
I think Gloria Gaynor was better, but okay.
Okay. We don't have to agree on everything. That's why
We got some information on Monstropolis, David.
Yes, Monstropolis. There was some interesting stuff with that.
Well, there's going to be a theater show called Welcome to Monstropolis, and I guess it's going to be in the old Muppet 3D theater, but I don't know if it's going to be 3D. They didn't say. They just said they sang a song. Somebody came out and sang the theme song, Welcome to Monstropolis, and they told us there's going to be a show. And it looks like it's going to be in the old Muppet Theater.
Yeah, and the new song, Randy Newman actually wrote that.
Yeah, he wrote it. Yeah.
And I think that's
the first time he wrote a song for an attraction.
Thank you. I was just going there. Thank you.
But the thing is, they basically told us that the door ride, which is coming, is it's going to lift you 40 feet in the air in 40 seconds. But they basically told us it's not going to be ready for a while. They are going to have a pizza restaurant in the old Pizza Rizzo. So it'll be a quick service pizza restaurant. And that kind of got me like, it was Pizza Planet originally. They closed it and made it Pizza Rizzo. And they closed it and they're making it a pizza restaurant.
As soon as I heard that, I'm like, are you serious? You couldn't have come up with something.
Come up with a more original idea.
Something, just a little bit different. And then they're going to throw in a Harryhausen restaurant, sushi restaurant, an upscale Japanese restaurant of all things in there.
That's going to be where Mama Melrose was, I think. It's going to be Harryhausen's, which is the restaurant that Celia and Mike Wazowski went on their date. Harryhausen's was the sushi restaurant, and there is going to be an animatronic sushi puss, which is the cook that you see in the movie. It's like the octopus guy with all the arms making the sushi. There's going to be an animatronic of him in the restaurant.
Yeah, but when they use the word upscale, that kind of scares me right away, because it's going to be sushi heavy, which makes me and Glenn Kessler very happy. So we'll find out.
But it doesn't make Scott happy because Scott doesn't eat fish. But no. I have a feeling that there's going to be other things besides, because there are people like that. I mean, there are picky eaters and people that. So I think it's going to be sushi heavy, but I think there will be other entrees.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. They're going to cater to everybody.
Right.
So don't you worry, Scott.
I'm happy about that.
Yes, Scott can go with us.
Because I feel like Hollywood Studios is really lacking in the food department.
They really did need something like that. But the pizza, I'm the same. Going back to the pizza, circling back to the pizza, that as soon as I heard it, I just was shaking my head like I just couldn't believe it. I mean,
it's the third time that building is going to be a pizza restaurant.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, I don't know.
But they gave us no other information. Like, that's going to be it. It looks like it's going to be the show, the Welcome to Monstropolis show, and the coaster ride, the door coaster, which is not going to be ready when it opens in 2027. Did they say late spring 20? Is that where I said?
I don't know. For some reason, I thought 28, but I could be wrong.
No, it's 2027. It's opening in 2027, but they didn't say that wasn't late spring. That was something else. It's going to be 2027, and somebody's texting me. Oh, genuine. It's going to be 2027, and it's going to be like Galaxy's Edge. I get the feeling it's going to open. The land is going to open. You're going to get to see the land. You're going to get to see the lesser attraction, like we did with Galaxy's Edge. We got Millennium Falcon, but we didn't get Rise when it first opened. And that's how they're going to open Monstropolis. They're going to give us the show. They're going to give us the land, but they're not going to give us the big e-ticket ride until later. That's interesting to me, that they're willing to open a land without really a ride.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to there's going to be no ride open.
Well, there's a lot going on in Hollywood Studios now compared to what it used to be 10 years ago, 8 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I think that it worked for them in Galaxy's Edge. I don't think it hurt them that much. So maybe they figure this.
But at least Smuggler's Run was something.
Well,
it was
yes, right, yeah. And you know what? I used to give that a lot of, I don't know,
grief.
No, not grief, but I wasn't really. But honestly, it's not that bad. It's decent. Mm-hmm. It really is. It's okay.
But it's an attraction, and they're just giving us a show in a theater we've already been in many times. It just says opening in 2027. What was opening in late? Oh, Carousel of Progress. We let me see. We got a little bit of information about the Carousel of Progress refurb. The opening scene will be in the 60s. Then there'll be a scene in the 80s and the future. We got some early previews of what the scenes are going to look like, and is it going to be the 60s or the 80s?
The one that they talked about at D23 was the 80s, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to start with the 1960s, and the 1980s is the one they talked about.
Okay.
With what's his name? Bryan
Cranston and Jamie Lee Curtis are going to be the voices throughout the ride. They're going to be mother and father. So that should be cool. Yeah. So yeah, Bryan Cranston's going to be the father, and Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be the mother. Yeah, I saw Halloween in the 80s is what. So the first holiday is probably going to be the 4th of July. That's what it was before.
I did circling way back, since that's kind of mm-hmm. what they kind of opened with at the beginning.
Yeah,
talking about that. They did shout out a bunch of the Disney legends and the cast members, which was really cool to see.
Yeah, they did.
So that was nice of them to do that.
Also, coming to Magic Kingdom will be Villain's Land, and we didn't get a whole lot of we got no timeline for Villains Land, obviously. We got the name, which is Villains Land, which I was like, wasn't that always the name? Like, I didn't know that was a question.
Well, they made a joke about it too. They said we were trying to figure out what to name it, and a lot of the lands are just named land. So why not just stick with what we know? So that's what they said. That's what they said.
But I didn't know that was even a question. I always thought it was Villains Land. I don't know.
Well, maybe they were thinking about calling it something else. Like villains, magical, mysterious, scary, and villainous land.
I guess so.
I don't know.
Yeah. So,
but they said
they said you're going to enter. There's going to be a broken, twisted wishing well. So instead of wishing your dreams, it's going to be like wishing your nightmares, I guess, and taking you down to the depths of evil.
Well, they said there's claiming, and they made a mention that it's going to be on scale of like Galaxy's Edge, which
yes.
So that they better be careful what you say but the coaster did look cool. The coaster looked kind of cool.
So in the past, there was rumors that the e-ticket ride was going to be a Maleficent coaster, and it is in fact going to be a Maleficent coaster. Dragons and the briar patch, like the briars that were in Sleeping Beauty. You have to go through the briar and all that. So
yeah, they had a really cool skit with Cruella de Vil, who was Glenn Close.
Right.
And that was, to me, that was really cool. That was funny.
Yeah, she was wearing these boots that I can't believe she can stand in. Okay, let's find out. Siri, how old is Glenn Close? She's 79.
Well,
and she was wearing those boots.
Yeah, but I did notice when she left the stage right, not stage left, but stage right. Mm-hmm. You could tell she did like a little step, like get me out of these shoes.
Yeah.
She kind of did like a little.
But she was moving around the stage.
Oh, she was great. She did a great job.
Better than I would in those shoes.
No, that was a great little skit. It was good.
But I think it was confusing to people because I got messages from people later like, are they having a Cruella ride? No, they're not. They brought Cruella out, but there's just to bring out a villain.
Because they do that to each other, especially in the Villains ride or the Villains show in Hollywood Studios too. They'll kind of go after each other a little bit there too.
Right. She was saying, why does Maleficent get a ride? She's got scaly dragon skin
and wouldn't you prefer fur, darling?
So yeah, no. But they did say that the land is going to feature villains such as Cruella, the Evil Queen, and Dr. Felicia. So I don't know in what way you're going to see the other villains, but the second ride is going to take you down into the catacombs beneath the Evil Queen's castle. So I don't know. They really gave us not many details on what kind of ride it's going to be or anything.
No, I'm excited for Villains Land. Mm-hmm. I'm actually excited for all of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah. And, my husband was teasing me because they were making announcements about the stuff coming to Disneyland, the stuff coming to Tokyo, the stuff coming to France. And he was like, they're not giving you nothing. And what he doesn't understand is that with all of these attractions, they are giving us as much as you would get in a new park. If they gave us a new park, you probably wouldn't be. When Hollywood Studios opened, when MGM opened, there wasn't this much coming. So this is as much as a fifth gate would give you. I mean, what we're getting. And there's more that we haven't gotten to.
Yeah. But yes, going back to your husband a little bit and people saying this, like Disneyland gets more love than we do and they're getting more stuff. We talked about this, I think, on a previous podcast that no, we're getting a lot of stuff once it comes to fruition. And here's the great part about all this. Mm-hmm. All these new lands and attractions are going to be great for spreading people out throughout the park and maybe lessening up the rides, like in Hollywood Studios, Rise and Toy Story, Slinky Dog, all these rides that are so heavy with guests
wait times
that this is going to be great for eating people up throughout the park and getting and spreading it out more. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
And that's what I said when they announced they were going to be closing the Liberty Bell and Tom Sawyer Island in favor of the Cars area. You have to understand that those were not, we loved them as Disney fanatics who are nostalgic. We loved those attractions, but they were not terribly popular. And even we admitted, as the biggest Disney fans, we hadn't ridden the Liberty Bell in years when we went back to it. We hadn't gone to Tom Sawyer Island in years. You would go to Tom Sawyer Island, and how many people would you actually see over there? Like, you'd see like a handful of other guests on Tom Sawyer Island.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to these attractions are going to actually attract people.
Yeah.
Take them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take them out of the line for Haunted Mansion or Jungle Cruise or other things that are having tremendous lines. Right.
Yeah. And to your point, we got to where we really loved the Liberty Bell and went on it all the time. Mm-hmm. And we actually met a couple on there one time and we got to talking to them and they were annual pass holders. Then they're like, yeah, this is the first time we've been on this. And I said, what? I thought you just said you were annual pass holders. And they said, we are. I said, well, what do you mean? So how long you guys been annual pass holders? They said, I don't know, like 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And this is your first time. They said, yeah, we've never been on it before. This is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. We're like, yeah, it is pretty cool.
But now they're closing it.
And then they
never heard it before.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We got a little bit of information about Epcot. We got news that they're going to be refurbishing Spaceship Earth, which we've heard before. Like, this is like the third time they told us this, that they're going to be refurbishing Spaceship Earth. Again, we got no details. We got no timeline. We did get some details. What did they say? It's going to be like Luminous, the story of us.
Yeah, I think
it's going to be about
human connection, Toni-Ann. That's what they said. It's going to be more of a human connection.
And again, I'm sitting with my husband who is like, he found that to be just funny. Like, oh, it's going to be touchy feely.
Oh my gosh, you missed an opportunity. See, you should have recorded you sitting with your husband through this whole thing. And we could have made a show out of it because that would probably been hilarious with all his comebacks and his little quirks.
Yeah. So no, it wouldn't be family appropriate. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I can turkey it out. But yes, Epcot Spaceship Earth, they have been teasing this for years and years and years. And I believe it's been over 20 years or close to 20 years since they've done anything to that ride.
Yeah.
So it's time.
So, yeah. I just wonder if we're going to get blackness on the way down like they have now, where they're giving us nothing on the way down and giving us something on the screen to distract us from the fact that there's nothing on the way down. Because back in its glory days, when that ride, there used to be stuff on the way down as well as the way up. So, they kind of cheaped out and gave us the screens at the end, so they didn't have to. You didn't notice it was blackness around you. And the last thing they did. They always do this. They give you something at the very end. Now, last time at 12:30 at night, it was you're getting Monstropolis, which was a big announcement. This year, at the very end at 12:30 at night, they gave us what, Dave?
Oh, well, they gave us Dreamfinder and Figment. Yes, the Dreamfinder's coming back.
Yes, the Dreamfinder's coming back to Journey into the Imagination. But again, no timeline, no details. They just had somebody come out dressed like the Dreamfinder, and that was it.
And,
they didn't
and
tell
said
you anything.
And just said, "We're listening to you." Well, if you're listening to us, then do something.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're getting a Dreamfinder back at Journey into the Imagination, but again, no details, no timeline, nothing.
And he better be walking throughout the park from time to time.
That would be awesome.
Right.
Yes. And we were in our chat. Judy, Auntie Judy was in the chat with us. And so when he came out, that's one of her favorite attractions. And she's always said she misses the Dreamfinder. She misses the original ride. And so we were all like, Judy, are you still awake? And she apparently was not.
Oh.
She got up this morning and saw it. Like, no, I wasn't. So she missed it, but there was nothing to miss. Somebody came out in the Dreamfinder costume and
that was it. And then walked away. Yeah.
And then they closed with Beck, who What did you think of Beck, Dave? I'm just curious.
I've never been a big fan of Beck, so to me it was like it just wasn't. It was a miss. It was a miss for me too.
Beck came out and sang when Cruella had been out. Beck came out and sang the Cruella de Vil song, which was okay. But then he sang. He came out and he sang 2 turntables and a microphone, and it was really low energy, which Beck is. Beck is low energy. He's saying "I'm a loser." If you don't know who Beck is, his song "I'm a Loser." I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? Go crazy with the cheese whiz. Yeah. So anyway,
talk about Sheryl Crow, Veronica having low energy. Beck was like,
Beck,
I'm falling asleep.
Beck's thing. That's Beck's thing.
I know.
But
I'm getting that look again.
The really funny part was, as soon as Dreamfinder got off the stage and they said, "That's it, here's Beck," everybody started leaving, and you could see the people in the background shuffling out of the arena, and Beck is still singing, and he's like, "Come on, everybody, sing with me too," and nobody's singing with him, and they're shuffling out of it. And then at the very end, there was a big wide shot, and you can see that the arena is really empty, except for the people at the front of the stage that they probably hired to go rush the stage to Beck. The whole arena was empty by the end of his performance. And except for that one group of people that had rushed the stage for him. So stuff is coming to Walt Disney World, but we don't know when. Late spring. Carousel of Progress is opening late spring, which I take as Memorial Day, because that's when they open everything, Memorial Day weekend. They did it this year. They've done it in the past. They did it with Toy Story. They did it with Galaxy's Edge. Memorial Day weekend is their weekend to open stuff. And Monstropolis is coming in 2027, which will probably be fall of 2027, which could be December.
Yeah, and of course, we can go over a little bit of Disneyland stuff if you want, because they're getting a lot of love too with Adventures Campus. They're getting Adventures. They're going to get opening in 2028, Stark Flight, and Infinity Defense and Stark Flight Lab, both get scheduled to open in 2028. Those look pretty cool. And I will also say that Spider-Man seems to be getting a lot of love here and at other parks.
Yeah, at France and Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Shanghai Disney. Shanghai Disney is getting the first land dedicated exclusively to Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure that's going to Shanghai because of licensing deals, because we can't do that in America. I think there's still that issue with Sony and Spider-Man. I don't know if that's been straightened out.
Yeah. And Paris and Tokyo are getting the original.
Tokyo's getting the Stark Expo land in their Tomorrowland.
Yeah, so Paris and Tokyo are getting Space Mountain Earthrise.
No, Paris is getting a
original Space Mountain, going back to the original Space Mountain.
They're going theirs, which is like a steampunk.
Yeah.
In Paris, they used to have a steampunk Space Mountain, and they're going back to that. Space Mountain,
with the original
Terra de Luna. It's about the moon,
right, and
the Earth to the moon.
And they're going to use all the original music, the soundtrack. And Tokyo is getting the Space Mountain Earthrise. That's what it was.
Which looks like Tron.
Yeah.
The building looks like Tron. But what we did not get was an announcement about any kind of refurbishment coming to our Space Mountain, which was what the rumor had been before D23, was that we were getting a refurb on our Space Mountain. And apparently we are not, or at least they're not ready to announce it if they are.
Circling back to Disneyland, World of Color. And
yes, it's coming back.
The Magic Happens Parade is coming. People are really excited about that.
And the Coco ride, we got more information about the Coco ride at Disneyland. And it'll be no, they didn't give us much information about it, but
no. Well, they did say that I think at that ride that you can, I forget where, in California Adventure or somewhere, you can write what you want or a favorite memory or something, and they're going to plant it, I think, under a tree or something.
I think the impression I got was that it was for the D23 people, that they were, as they shuffled
just
out, they were going
them.
to be allowed to write their.
Okay.
They were going to be allowed to write their Disney memory, and they were going to plant it under a tree.
Yeah, Veronica said no. They're just going to mix it up in some concrete, probably, and call it a day.
But I said that the idea of letting guests write down their memories and planting them goes back to what I talked about a few weeks ago, that there is a market for that. There is a market for Disney memories. They can monetize that. They can, for $10, write your Disney memory down, and we will plant it. That's
forever and ever.
Disney's
Amen.
Disney's missing a source of income there.
And does Disneyland Paris is getting a Lion King ride, the first ever Lion King ride. That was kind of cool.
And Disneyland in California is still getting their Pandora ride. Their
Avatar.
Ride.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But did we get details on that, or not really?
No, not really. Just said it was coming. I don't think they went into much detail about it that I can remember. Did I tell you how good Sheryl Crow was, though? Did I mention that?
Did I mention how good Gloria Gaynor was? So there were other announcements at D23. I'll just touch on some of the movie and TV announcements. As far as movies, we're getting a lot of sequels, a lot of third sequels. Well, no, second sequels. They're like, we're getting Frozen 3. We're getting Incredibles 3, which is going to feature the kids as the main characters. We're getting Princess Diaries 3. They're going back deep in the Disney vault, in the movie vault, to bring back some really old things. We're getting Coco 2. They're very excited about Hexed, which is the next Disney animation movie, which I saw a preview for at Toy Story, and it looked Toy Story 5, and it looked really good. We're getting a new Simpsons movie. We're getting the first ever Bluey movie. We're getting Romy and Michelle 2, which when did the original Romy and Michelle movie come? When did Romy and Michelle come out? 1997 was when the original Romy and Michelle came out. And Mira Sorvino and Lisa Kudrow are reprising their roles as Romy and Michelle again. So I don't know what the storyline is going to be with that, but they did come out. They both look the same as they did in 1997. So
they aged well, like Sheryl Crow. Nice.
We're getting a live action Tangled with Kathryn Hahn as Mother Gothel. Kathryn Hahn, if you don't know, is the actress. She was in Bad Moms. She was Agatha in Agatha All Along, and Vision in oh my goodness, WandaVision. WandaVision. That was the name of the show. Yeah, she was Agatha in WandaVision, and then the show that launched off of that, sprang off of that, the Agatha show. So so Kathryn Hahn will be Mother Gothel in a live action Tangled, which we knew they were going to give us a live action a movie they already made. A lot of threequels. In Star Wars news, we're getting Star Wars Starfighter starring Ryan Gosling, and also starring Ryan Gosling in the Marvel universe, we're getting Ghost Rider. Now, the interesting thing about Ghost Rider and Ryan Gosling is that the original Ghost Rider movies with Nicolas Cage, Ryan Gosling's wife, Eva Mendes, this was in 2000 and when did the original Ghost Rider movie come out? 2007. So 20 years ago, Ryan Gosling's wife, Eva Mendes, played the love interest of Ghost Rider. I think her name was Roxanne or Roxy or something. she was Nicolas Cage's love interest. But in the preview, I saw Eva Mendes on the back of the bike with Ryan Gosling. So is she going to be the love interest for both? Like, I know this is a completely new Ghost Rider where we're supposed to forget about Nicolas Cage. The same way we're supposed to forget about Edward Norton as the Hulk. We're supposed to forget about Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider. This is a completely new Ghost Rider, but the same woman is going to play the love interest. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, see how that goes.
But I swear I saw her on the back of his bike in that. I don't know. How old is Eva Mendes? She's 52 years old. She's a little old to be playing. I don't know. How old is Ryan Gosling? Oh, he's 45. She's a cougar.
Ooh, wow.
Not that much, but anyway. But yeah, so Ryan Gosling's going to be Ghost Rider in a new adaptation. We're supposed to forget about Nicolas Cage completely. And yeah, so we found out that in movie news. I'm trying to see if there's any other movie news we found out about. There was a trailer for Avengers Doomsday with Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. There's a new X-Men movie coming out with a completely new, younger cast. Adam Driver will be entering the Marvel Universe as well. And that's what we got from the movies that I noticed. I'm sure I forgot some big announcement that. And as far as TV, we're getting, Dave, you've been waiting for this, Camp Rock 3.
Finally.
Featuring the Jonas Brothers.
Oh, love them.
Percy Jackson will be getting a season 3, the Percy Jackson Olympian show. There will be a Vision Quest miniseries. So we are getting more Vision, and James Spader will return to that as what was James Spader's character in that Avengers movie? I'm asking the wrong person. What was James Spader's character in the Marvel Universe? Ultron. James Spader was Ultron. Yeah. So I guess Ultron is coming back for the Vision miniseries. And Dave, Ahsoka is getting a season 2. So Rosario Dawson came out and talked about that. And I'm saving the best for last for you, David. We're going to get an Oswald miniseries.
Finally. Show him some
and
love.
Jon Favreau is going to be spearheading it, so it should be good.
Should be good. Yep. Thank you. Finally.
So, yeah. So, because what he said was, a lot of people are Oswald fans, like you, but we don't know much about Oswald. He doesn't. His character doesn't have much known about him.
No, and you'd think they'd embrace the whole Oswald. They have a little bit, but in fact, I saw Rhino, who left. By the way, he left the Diz, and is on his own now.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he was walking in the park the other day and had a big Oswald shirt on. So he's an Oswald fan too. So
we're getting an Oswald miniseries, and that's about it. Except if you're a theater nut, some exciting news came out about The Greatest Showman, which was the movie with Hugh Jackman. They're going to be bringing it to London's West End. So that should be exciting.
Yeah, and circling back a little bit, Leslie Iwerks, the Imagineering story. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You want to talk a little bit about what she's got coming out?
About that. Oh my God, that was a big thing. Yeah, if you love the Imagineering story, which was like one of the first things we all watched on Disney Plus when Disney Plus first came. We were all excited about the Imagineering story, which was another miniseries. It had multiple episodes about the Imagineers. Leslie Iwerks is coming back with Imagineering story.
Yeah, season 2, 2028. Supposedly it's a long way away, though.
Yeah, but it will feature some of these new attractions that we talked about tonight. And yeah, so.
Should be cool. Very cool.
And she said it's exciting because she's filming as they're building these things. Mm-hmm. And she's talking to the Imagineers as the things, because things come up during the building process. So she's really following these things from the ground up, Very exciting. Did we miss anything else? I'm sure we missed something, but I'm a little excited to find out Eva Mendes is only 2 years younger than me, and she got Ryan Gosling. Gives me hope.
Wow. Okay.
Because my husband's, he's 10 years old.
Wow. Take it easy. Wow. Jeez.
I do love my husband. Did I mention that lately?
You just did.
Okay. Good. But I could get Ryan Gosling. That's helpful.
All right, Toni-Ann, well, that was a good synopsis of what's going to be happening. Is that the correct word? Synopsis?
Yes. Perfect. You got it.
Okay. I've been practicing on my words.
We're going to come out with 2 turntables and a microphone.
Yeah. So I guess that's going to do it. But before we leave, I have a useless fact before we go.
Oh, yes. A useless fact. Yes.
On this week's Useless Facts, it's a fact. I did tell you how great Sheryl Crow was earlier. We did talk about that, right?
Yes, she was Gloria Gaynor.
She was. Did you know that she started as a backup singer for Michael Jackson? You do know that?
I think I might have heard that, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that's what Veronica said when I told her too. She said, "Oh, I think I heard that."
Like that, you have like these facts in the back of your mind, things you've heard in the past, but that you don't remember. That you know.
Yeah, like the gum in the mouth, that kind of thing. Yeah. She toured as a backing vocalist on his Bad World tour from 1987 to 1988 to 1989, during which she even performed the live duet "I Just Can't Stop Loving You" with him.
Cool.
She has described the transition from a music teacher to performing in front of tens of thousands of fans as a surreal crash course in her career. And she's also other artists that she's performed with before becoming a famous solo artist. She also sang backup for stars like Stevie Wonder, Rod Stewart, and Don Henley.
Very cool.
So that's this week's.
I hate to tell you something, Dave.
Useless facts.
I hate to tell you something, but your number one fan, our friend Deirdre, she was in the chat last night, Deirdre. Mm-hmm. And when Sheryl Crow came on stage, Deirdre said, "Oh God, I hate Sheryl Crow." So
well,
I don't
that's
know
okay.
If you two could be friends.
She can still be my friend. Veronica's standing here and she doesn't have any headphones on, so let me tell. And Veronica's going to be very happy and she's going to agree with Deirdre. When Deirdre came on, Deirdre said, "Oh my gosh, I hate Sheryl Crow."
I love Deirdre.
Oh, I do too. I still love you, Deirdre. That's okay.
I know she was back up with Prince.
Was it? Did she?
What'd I say?
You said Michael Jackson.
No, she was. She might have sang with Prince, but no, Michael Jackson, who she was a backup singer for.
Oh, okay.
Oh, get your facts straight. Come on. Ooh, Prince. Let's see. Hang on a second. Let's find out something real quick. What famous now stars sang backup for Prince? Besides, what's her name?
Now stars.
Well, it'll tell me. Oh, she did. No, wait. Though some notable stars often confused with this, like Sheryl Crow or John Bon Jovi, actually sang backup for Michael Jackson. Instead, Prince had several prominent backup singers and musical proteges who achieved fame. Famous stars who worked with Prince. As she famously toured as a backup singer for Michael Jackson, she later collaborated with Prince, singing guest backing vocals on his 1999 track, "Baby Knows." And then, of course, we all know Sheila E., Sheena Easton, Carmen Electra, Judith Hill, Gwen Stefani, and Eve and Chuck D are just a few that sang with Prince. So she did collaborate with Prince. Veronica, you were...
But she was Michael Jackson's backup.
Yes, she was. Yes.
Okay.
And that's this week's Useless Facts.
That was very useless, but yes. Who did Beck sing with?
So he sang with a lot of people, probably.
Yeah.
Who did Beck sing with and collaborate with?
Oh, no.
No, we're not going to go there. Okay. I'm going to save you. I'm going to save you all. And we will bid you a fond farewell. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
But we're not going to give you any details or any timeline.
No. And just remember that the Disney Crush, everything we do is for you.
Absolutely. Have a good week, everybody.
I think that's it. All right.
The King has spoken! Put a check on that. Can you do that, Dave? Can you put a check on that one?